everybody, and welcome to my review of Anonymuz's debut record, Vice City. Anonymuz is a Florida rapper who I really hadn't heard much about until he started blowing up on my Twitter, and I was just kind of compelled to listen to this thing, as I was told if I like hip-hop, I should get something out of this record. Unfortunately though, I really didn't care for this record that much. Now, the album is structured into 3 acts, and the beats are very low-key, they're trap-flavored, and Anonymuz is very, very passionate and animated on these tracks. And I think that it does remind me a little bit of a guy like Denzel Curry, but I don't think the comparison really favors Anonymuz in this situation. Do not get me wrong, I actually think that Anonymuz has a lot of talent, and I think that he actually has the potential to be a better artist than a guy like Denzel Curry, because I really can appreciate that a guy like Anonymuz is trying to do something conceptual on this record, and he's trying to do something that's less hooky, more cerebral, and I really do appreciate that approach. However, I think that he hasn't quite crafted it just right yet. I think that maybe in a project or two, he'll be there for something that I will really love. For example, after a pretty low-key intro track, we get a 7-minute opener called The Coast, which is actually a very interesting song, probably one of the best cuts on this record. I really did like his flow, and I thought this is actually probably one of the strongest instances of songwriting on this record. However, I don't think it totally comes together. I'm not enthralled with this track, but I do think it shows that Anonymuz does have writing chops in his arsenal. And I think, once again, if he starts to flush these things out more in future projects, he can come through with something that's truly great. If you were one of those people who hated Imperial Denzel Curry in the last record because you felt it had a lack of variety, then you will despise this record, because I think on here Anonymuz comes through with less variety than Curry did, and I think that's really this album's biggest weak point, is that even though there are moments where he spits, where he brings the energy, I feel like by that point there's this layer of boredom that has kind of overtaken the record because the song is too similar in tone to the previous one. Overall, I think the guy is a decent lyricist. I mean, he does try some things on this record, and I can tell that he actually really does care about what he's rapping. But I think it's just a little too vague for me to really connect with it. I've read some live streams where he's talked about the concept of this record, and I think it's way more interesting in synopsis than it is on record. However, I will say that I think he does try. He really does try on this record, and I think that there are moments that I can grasp. There's some really good lines on The Last of Us, I think, and the song Pride really stuck out to me as a really huge highlight of this record. I really do think that this record shows potential, as I've said numerous times in this video. I do think that we haven't really felt the fruit of that potential yet, but that's really okay from a guy who is young. Young people tend to make music that is more rough, less defined, and that's totally okay. You're not going to always have Kendrick Lamar's. You're going to have guys who develop, and I think that Anonymuz has the ability to develop, and I'm really hoping I see that in the future. So I'm going to give this record a 5 out of 10. I know that sounds harsh, but I really didn't care for this record. But the guy can spit. Thank you all for watching this video. As always, I am planning on doing plenty more music reviews. Maybe I'll review those Ed Sheeran tracks, I don't know. I thought it was going to be an album, so I was looking forward to at least reviewing that, but nope. But, you know, 2016 is over, 2017 is here, and there's always new music coming out, so I will be having plenty of reviews coming, so You can hit the like button if you liked this video, and subscribe if you want to catch that content later on. Thank you for watching again.